What's up guys, it's Rogue here and welcome to another amazing video on the channel. So for today I am hitting you with a Dino FireKing or FireKing Dino, depending on how you prefer to say the name. Now this is a deck that I've actually been testing quite a lot and I found it has a bunch of synergies that I actually didn't think about before. And I've been playing the deck, and the two decks flow perfectly together. It's actually insane. I'm going to be explaining this in the deck profile. I'm also going to be showing you a quick combo at the end, just to show how one Ponix actually gives you full Dino combo as well. So if you do enjoy this type of content, make sure you do subscribe, make sure you leave a like, and leave a comment down below. What do you think of this FireKing variant? Do you think this deck is good? And what deck will you be playing post the August ban list, which is very, very soon? Enough talk, let's get into the deck profile. So let's quickly go over our FireKing package. We are, of course, running triple of the legendary FireKing Ponix. On summon, it's going to be able to grab us any FireKing spell or trap from the deck directly to the hand. Also, during the next standby phase, after this card was destroyed and sent to the graveyard, it adds itself from the grave to the hand. This is very, very useful as our ultimate Conductor Tyranno actually destroys monsters on the field or in our hand to fuel its quick effect entire field Book of Moon. Now, what does this mean? It means that if you have the Ponix in rotation, you have a infinite source of quick effect Book of Moons for your ultimate Conductor Tyranno, because you'll use the effect, destroy Ponix, Book of Moon your opponent's entire field, and then during the standby phase, you can get it right back. And guess what? You can use the UCT again, Book of Moon the field, and guess what? Next standby phase, Ponix comes back again. So yes, absolutely insane card. Obviously, it's very good with the FireKings too, but I'm just saying that there are very useful synergies with Dinos as well. For another 3-of, we have triple of the FireKing High Avatar Kirin. Again, this card is insane, guys. Probably one of the best, if not the best, FireKing monster in the deck. Why? Because on a quick effect during the main phase, it's able to destroy a fire monster in your hand or face-up field, and special summon itself. You may think, yo, that's not that good. It is pretty good when you normal summon Ponix and they chain Veiler. You chain Kirin. The Veiler misses, the Ponix resolves, and now you have a Kirin on the field, which is absolutely brilliant. If this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a FireKing monster from your hand or grave, and then non-targeting destroy one card on the field, and that is in the same chain. This card is ridiculous. You play 3. We actually don't play any 2-ofs, we just play 1-ofs now. We have the one Sacred FireKing Garunix. We only play 1 because it can just constantly summon itself from the hand or graveyard. So once we see 1, we have it forever in rotation. What does it do? Well, if a fire monster is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your graveyard or hand. On normal or special summon, it's going to be able to destroy a fire beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monster from your hand or deck or face-up field, and it's going to be able to give itself attack until the end of the turn. We don't really care that much about the attack gain. It's more about the destruction. Being able to destroy any FireKing from the deck actually is what allows us to bridge between FireKings and Dinos, as I will explain shortly. We play 1 of the FireKing Avatar Arvata. Yes, we play a lot of normal summons in this deck. We have triple Ponix, 2 of the Oviraptor, and 1 of the Arvata. But we like the Arvata for the grind game. It is a monster effect negation, which allows us to play under or through Nibiru. But also, if it is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can just reborn any FireKing from the graveyard and destroy it during the end phase. So with Arvata, summon Kirin, destroy at the end phase, summon Arvata and destroy a card. Again, another endless loop here. Obviously, you have your Garunix as well in between that, helping you out. So another endless loop here. I just think it's worth playing for that reason. We have the one FireKing Avatar Barong. Sometimes you open the Garunix and you want something else to destroy or to search. If you already opened the Garunix, you don't want to destroy I'll just show you now, the Kirin, because you already have access to it. We destroy the Barong. Why do we want to destroy the Kirin? Well, the Kirin, when it's destroyed, allows us to send any fire from the deck to the graveyard. And do you want to guess what dinosaur is a fire? Miscellaneousaurus is. So Kirin can actually just send Miscellaneousaurus directly from the deck to the grave, obviously Miss being able to manage itself and start our dino combos. But if we already have access to Kirin, or we've already destroyed Kirin, we send the Barong, because during the standby phase it allows us to add any FireKing card directly from the deck to the hand. So really nice, you can add a Kirin, and obviously you can use that Kirin during the main phase. Let's get on to the spells now. We have double of the FireKing Sanctuary. Don't need 3 because 2 is perfectly fine considering we play 3 Ponics and it is searchable that way. Double of the FireKing Island. Island is insane in this variant of the deck. Not only does it get your full FireKing combos, also it can destroy Baby Ceratosaurus from your hand. Remember, this doesn't need to destroy fire monsters. It just destroys monsters in your hand and searches FireKings. This is why Baby Ceratosaurus is an amazing target for your FireKing Island. And to finish off with the FireKings, we play 1 FireKing Skyburn. This is in case we've already opened the island or the sanctuary. We have a different search target in the Skyburn that is also very, very good and gives us more interaction during our opponent's turn. So this is it for the FireKing monsters. We have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 FireKing cards in the main. So it is a pretty decent package. Let's now get on to the Dinos. But I really do like the FireKings. I think they are very underrated. People are like, oh, just play Snake Eyes. FireKings are extremely budget, guys. In fact, this deck is very, very budget, and I recommend it to beginners as well. For the Dino cards, we have triple of the Baby Ceratosaurus. Very weird, because obviously in a pure Dino deck, you don't play 3. In this one, we do, because if this card is destroyed by card effect and sent to the graveyard, you special summon a level 4 or lower Dinosaur monster from your deck. That isn't once per turn, guys, so you can loop this and just keep summoning Dinos and just get amazing link fodder, XC summons, or whatever you want with them. Really, really nice. And there's ways to trigger it, obviously, with your island, but through Engine, we use the Animadorned Archosaur. For a amazing Dino, we only play 2. Very weird, I don't think that's ever been said of 2 Oviraptor. We play 2 because we don't want to be having too many normal summons in between our Ponixes and Oviraptors. Plus, we play 3 Fossil Dig already, so essentially we're playing 5 if we really need Oviraptor. What does Oviraptor do? Well, if this card is normal or special summon, you can take a Dino from your deck, either Foolish it or add it to the hand. Also, you can target a level 4 or lower Dino in your grave, destroy it, and then special summon a different Dino from the graveyard. You target a Dino in the field, my apologies, and special summon a different named Dino from the grave, which is really good if you want to do the baby loop. What is the baby loop? Well, if you have a Baby Ceratosaurus in the field and a Baby Ceratosaurus in the graveyard, Oviraptor can target the one in the field, destroy it, and special summon the baby from the grave. Obviously, that would trigger Baby Ceratosaurus, giving you another free body, which is amazing. For another 2 of, and I think this card is still absolutely amazing in the year of 2024, despite it coming out, I think, in 2016, 17. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno is the best main deck boss monster I think a deck ever has gotten in a structure deck. It is insane. It comes out with 3,500 attack for starters, so it's huge. And what does it do? Well, during the main phase, on a quick effect, you destroy a monster in your hand or field, and you quick effect, and you book a moon the whole field on a quick effect, which is really nice. And by the whole field, I mean just your opponents, because why would you want that bad effect? We're just going to do the opponents, which is absolutely amazing. Obviously, we can destroy Ponixes. That gives us circulation, and that triggers Garunix to summon. Or we can just destroy Baby Ceratosaurus or Petito Ranodon and gain more advantage from there. It has more effects. It can just special summon itself, obviously. We're going to be doing the double Evo pill, but it does have a special summon condition by banishing 2 Dinos from the grave, which isn't too hard to do. And also, it can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. And if it attacks a defense position monster, you inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent and send that defense position monster to the grave. Not destroy, send, which comes up, especially in the Unchained matchup. For another higher level dinosaur, we have the 1 Dino Wrestler Pancratops. I think 1 is perfectly fine. I can't actually remember the top of my head if it's still at 1 or maybe it's at 2. I think it's at 2. We just want 1. It helps going second as well if you draw it, but this is usually a summon of Petito Ranodon. Just summon it to the field, and then you have a quick effect pop, which is fantastic. The card that allows for all this to happen allows us to merge FireKings with Dinos, the Miscellaneousaurus, the Fire. Have you read Misk? This card is broken. There's a reason it's at 1, guys, still in the year of 2024. What does it do? Well, on a quick effect during the main phase, you send this card from your hand to the graveyard. All dinosaur monsters you control are unaffected by opponent's activated effects. That is ridiculous. Absolutely insane. Hand trap? Nope. Misk. They want to trap you? Nope. Misk. They want to do anything. They want to breathe on your dinos? Just chain Misk. Absolutely amazing. Also, the main reason that this allows us to bridge, we have the banish effect. So if it's in the graveyard, you can banish dinosaur monsters from your graveyard, and that includes this card. Special summon a dino monster from your deck with a level equal to the number of dinosaurs that were banished. Now, if we just do itself, which is usually the main thing we're going to be doing, it allows us access to level 1 dinos. What is a level 1 dino? Our Animadorned Archosaur or our Beach Buddy, as I like to call him. What does he do? Well, on normal or special, he destroys a dino monster in the hand or face-up field, and you can add a reptile, sea serpent, or winged beast, meaning you can actually synergize with the FireKings, but for the main effect, we're going to be adding, instead of that, a evolution pill from the deck to the hand. Obviously, the evolution pill is broken. That is what allows us to just special summon Ultimate Conductor Tyranno for free from the deck, ignoring summoning conditions. For the last main deck dino, we have the Pteranodon. This is essentially like a baby. Not as good, though, because it does level 4s or higher, which you may think, yo, that's amazing. But really, the level 4s or lower is better because it gives us access to Soul Eating Oviraptor. But as I said, when destroyed, it's going to be able to special a level 4 or higher. He cannot attack this turn, but that is absolutely okay. So usually, Pancratops or UCT, they're the viable targets for our Pteranodon. Consistency cards, triple Fossil Dig, baby. A non-once per turn rotor, adds a level 6 or lower. So from can't add Pank, you can't add UCT. Everything else is fair game. And the one double evolution pill. What does this do? Well, you banish a dino and a non-dino monster from your hand or graveyard, special summon a level 7 or higher dino monster from your hand or deck, ignoring the summoning conditions, baby. Meaning that even though Ultimate Conductor Tyranno says it must first be special summoned from the hand, nah. Straight from the deck, my guy. Straight from the deck. That's it for the dino cards. They synergize very well with FireKings, as I've said. You guys just have to test it out and see for yourselves how well they synergize. Let's get on to the hand traps. We don't play many, as the deck is very good going second already. We play Triple Ash. This isn't just, oh, we had 3 space, let's play Ash. There's a specific reason we're playing Ash. It's a fire. And what does that mean? It means that with Sunlight Wolf, which we do play, if we see one Ash Blossom, we can cycle it between 2 to 3 times or forever if our opponent never outs the Sunlight Wolf. And I think that's insane value for a hand trap, and that's the reason I play it. Obviously, you got to be careful because if opponent's playing Snake Eyes and you ash them, they just go into a heater and continue comboing. That's why we also play the Infinite Impermanence, as I think this card is probably one of, if not the best hand trap of the format, excluding Shifter. Obviously, Shifter's just broken. Why? Doesn't trigger talents, doesn't trigger thrust, isn't once per turn, and is actually good when you draw it going second as well. So you just start with this trade, 1 for 1, and then start your plays. So we only play 6 hand traps, but as I said, Dinos are incredible at breaking boards. FireKings are not bad, and going first, it sets up such insane boards that we don't need hand traps really to back it up. More consistency, triple pot of prosperity. Why not? Dig 6, unbrick yourself, and we have the 1 copy of 1 for 1. Again, another access to our beautiful Ponix, which is full combo for both FireKings and Dinos. Let's move on now to the extra deck. This is where it gets a bit saucy. For the Link 4, we have the 1 Apo. We can make this very consistently during our opponent's turn with an IP for 3 to 4 negates. Absolutely insane. I hope this card doesn't go. I know it's a very, very good card. However, it helps a lot of decks out, including a deck like this. We have the World Sea Dragon Zealantis. Why are we playing this? Well, it's actually because we do play the generic Snake Eyes OTK line with the Raging Phoenix and, of course, with the Promethean Princess. I apologize for the proxy. My Promethean Princess is in the mail and taking quite a long time, so thank you very much, Royal Mail. But what is the line with this? Well, Promethean Princess can reborn any fire, meaning all of our FireKings are alright. Our Misk is alright if we haven't used the effect. An Ash Blossom, a Link, that's a fire. And then we link it off into the Raging Phoenix. We then link off the Raging Phoenix into the Zealantis. Zealantis triggering the effect, banishing everything on the field and then returning it. That would actually trigger the Promethean Princess. And then it would summon itself by destroying a card on both players' fields. And then we have the Raging Phoenix that would trigger if we destroyed a fire, and it would summon itself out. And then it would gain attack. And then between the World Sea Dragon, the Raging Phoenix, and the Promethean Princess, we have way more than enough for game. So that is why we play that OTK line. Alternatively, you can just play Access Code, but I feel this flows very, very well. So this is why I play it. For our Link 2s, we have a beautiful SP Little Knight. Now, everything in this deck is extremely budget. I know SP Little Knight is not. It is getting reprinted soon, but if you don't want to wait till then, if you want to play the deck now, Nightmare Unicorn is perfectly fine. It's very, very good still. It's obviously not as good as SP, but it still works very, very well. IP Masquerena, this is obviously how we're going to get into SP during our opponent's turn, how we're going to get into Appos, how we're going to get into whatever we freaking need, because IP is amazing. We actually do play some utility in the Nightmare Cerberus and the Nightmare Phoenix. Why? Because we, as part of our combo, we have to make a link too. Obviously it's going to be the IP, but going second, we're going to want to be making some Nightmare cards, discarding some cards, and actually breaking the board before we commit to the UCT. Speaking of fires, we have the Heater. We have the line ourselves: Heater into Princess, Princess into Phoenix, Phoenix into World Sea. We have that line. It's perfectly fine. We have the Sunlight Wolf. This is how we loop our Ash Blossoms and any fires that we deem fit by just summoning under it. And since we're playing Fire Kings, we can actually do it consistently during our turn on our opponents. We play one Relinquished Anima. This is to get the value out of the Animadorn that's on the field. We can then get it into the graveyard, and since we're playing Fire Kings, we already have non-dinos in the grave, and that will allow us to banish. Okay, we are back. Sorry for the random cut. Post-edit, Rogue Tier realized that his microphone, pretty much to the point where I get to explain Relinquished Anima, decided it didn't want to live anymore, and I sounded pretty much like a demon. So let's fix that. So Relinquished Anima, I'm pretty sure I left it to the part where I was explaining it. Very good card, allows us to get our Beachbody into the graveyard, and we can steal a card if our opponent isn't careful. If Link Rebo was out, we would be playing that, but it is banned. So we have one Garunix Eternity Hayang of the Fire Kings. Beautiful card. We pretty much make it very consistently during our opponent's turn, thanks to the Fire King Sanctuary, allowing us the ability to XC summon during our opponent's turn if they special summon, which, let's face it, they are going to special. And yeah, very good card. Destroys all other monsters on the field. Also can destroy a spell or trap by detaching a material, and then it permanently gains 500 attack, which is beautiful. If this card is destroyed, it can soul charge up to the number of materials that it had, which is very nice. Let's go on to the Infection Buzz King. Buzz King is a very, very good card if you make it going first. It allows you to look or just peep into your opponent's extra deck, send one to the graveyard. But the main fact is that you get to know what you're playing, and that's such a huge advantage game one in turn one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And during, if you do make this going second, there are some bonus effects. You can detach a material, destroy a card in the field. If it's a monster, inflict damage equal to half its attack that it had. Beautiful. If you miss an OTK, slap this and get that extra bit of damage that you needed. And to finish off, we had the brothers. I'm hoping that this is actually focusing. I think it is. We have the Lagia and the Dolka. Dolka is a non-once per turn monster negate, and Lagia is more like a Solemn Judgment. It wouldn't be a Dino deck without them. They are very, very staple. Now let's get on to showing the combo guide again, as I already did it, but now I've had to cut it all out. Thank you, microphone. And let's get to the combo guide so I can show you guys why this deck is so, so powerful. Okay, so we are back again. I'm here to show the combo guide. This is the 2-card combo guide that not only allows you to go full Fire King combo, but full Dino combo as well. There's many different variations of doing this combo. You don't specifically need these 2 cards, but this is the easiest way to visually show you guys how this deck mashes together. So, how does this start? Well, we normal summon the Fire King Ponix and use the effect. If we have Kirin here and the Imperma Veiler, we can chain the Kirin and destroy this to just dodge it and resolve the effect. If we do that as well, that allows us to actually have XC's plays during our opponent's turn. So not only do we punish the interaction that targets, but we also get more interruption during their turn as well, which I thought was pretty funny, so I'd mention it. Let's say they have nothing though, and we don't have Kirin. We have Ponix, so Ponix search Sanctuary, activate Sanctuary, activate our Fire King Island. Island effect, destroy Ponix to search for Fire King. We're going to search Fire King Garunix. Garunix will then special summon itself since the fire was destroyed. And now we'll activate the Garunix effect. This is where we pivot from the Fire Kings to the Dinos. So how do we do that? Well, we send Fire King Avatar Kirin. Now Kirin is a unique Fire King because what's in the graveyard, it actually does not destroy but sends any fire from the deck to the grave. Miscellaneousaurus is a fire, so we send Misk, and now we can go full Dino combo on top of Fire King combo, which I think is amazing. We'll banish Misk from the graveyard and summon the Animadorned Archosaur. Are you still with me, guys? Because this is where it's going to get crazy. We're going to use the Animadorn effect. We're going to destroy the baby in our hand. This is going to search us for our double evolution pill. Activate the effect of baby since it was destroyed. Special summoning Oviraptor directly from the deck. Trigger the Oviraptor. We're going to summon the Petit We're going to add the Petit Pteranodon from the deck to the hand. We're going to use Oviraptor effect. We're going to trade out the Animadorn to summon back the baby Cerosaurus. Now we're going to link off the Oviraptor and the Garunix, and we're going to make ourselves a IP Masquerena. Now, why did we bring back the baby Cerosaurus here? Well, that's because I'll just show you guys. Because now, when we double Evolution Pill, we're going to be banishing our Kirin and our Animadorn Archosaur, and we're going to bring back, well, we're going to bring out the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. This is where having the baby matters, because this gives us a lot of options. We can Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, destroy Petit Pteranodon, which allows us to special the Dino Wrestler Pancratops during our opponent's turn. We can Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, destroy baby Cerosaurus. That will allow us to special a second Oviraptor and get another search. Or I'm going to be showing you the line that gives us the most interruptions, I think it's fair to say. This is our end board. You may not think this is a lot, but this is 5-6 interruptions easily. Let me show you. So standby phase, it always starts like this. Resolve Ponix. Ponix comes back to our hand since it was destroyed. So now here, if our opponent threatens battle with the IP Masquerena, that's a good use of the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Use Tyranno, destroy Ponix from hand, book a moon, our opponent's entire field, which is insane. Now we can actually trigger the Garunix here, special summon Garunix, and now from here, we can send the FireKing High Avatar Kirin from the deck to the grave. This allows us to use its effect, special summon Ponix, and destroy one card on the field. Now, we go IP effect, we go IP, using these 4. Appaloosa for 4 monster negates, just like that. If we don't want to use that many monsters, we of course can make SP. As I said, we can destroy the baby, we can destroy the Petit in our hand. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that this is more than game next turn, regardless if this is an SP or an Apo. Why? FireKing Island effect. Doesn't matter what we draw. Destroy Petit Pteranodon. Search Ponix, search, whatever. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. Search the avatar. Why not? Now, what happens? We have the Petit Pteranodon effect. It is going to summon us the Oviraptor. Oviraptor is going to trigger, grabbing us the baby Cerosaurus again. What we're going to do now? Well, pretty simple. We could even grab the second Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, which could be probably a better add here, but we'll stick with it. We can now normal the FireKing Avatar Arvata, and this is a lot of damage we're pushing for game. This is 3,600, this is 3,500, this is 1818. That's more than enough for game. If you don't want to search for the baby Cerosaurus, what we can do is instead, if we've used a lot of Apo negates as well, we just grab the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno instead, and now we can use the Tyranno, banish the Petite, banish the baby, summon the Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and just, even if this has 0 attack, this alone is 7k, 1818, over 10,000 damage without counting the Appaloosa. Is absolutely insane. So yeah, that is how these two decks synergize. I'm going to pray that the microphone picked that up. If not, I'm going to cry, because I did explain this last time, and then in editing, oh no, the microphone pooped out. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy. Do subscribe if you like this type of content. Coming straight from Rogue Tier, the roguest of decks that I could find. Dino FireKings. I'm not saying this is going to be that this was the first FireKings Dinos. I'm sure there's a couple. Not many though. But maybe this is the last. A lot of people aren't really looking at this at the moment. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Rogue Tier here, signing out.